So, welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be a little bit different, or well, not different in the sense of what how I'm presenting it to you, but different in the things that I'm going to talk about, because it's going to be basically an explanation video of what I'm going to do with this channel, what you're going to be expecting. And yeah, pretty much that. So, yeah, what can you expect watching this channel? What is going to happen in the future? And pretty much why am I even bothering to make this channel? So what is the things that you can expect from me? And hopefully the things we are going to do perhaps together here. So I guess let's start with what can you expect? Or you could say the commitments I'm going to make to you, basically. The first thing, in-depth discussions and explanations. So we aren't going to just go over the basics. Obviously, we are going to do this, but we are going to do a deep dive in all the things that I'm planning to do. Basically, this means things like going pretty much above and beyond in terms of how to explain and how much we are going to explain in this format, or in the formats that are going to be coming to this channel. So things like we are going to discuss CPUs, but we are going to also discuss how to make CPUs. So basically the lowest level you can go. So how to place transistors, how does the logic work behind them, basically to that degree. Also things like engineering, we are going to do things like the basics, like how materials not exist, but what different types of materials exist, how they behave, and also how to calculate how they behave. So we are going to do something like from the very bottom of where everything starts up to the where we are today, basically, so that you pretty much are able to understand every little bit of what you are doing. For example, if you are programming a new program, you should also understand the basics of where this programming came from, like the basics in terms of things like assembler, or even below that. So this means something like binary calculations and how they exist and why they exist. So this channel is going to be pretty complex, but we are going to make this in such a way that is actually understandable. So we are not going to go crazy in terms of complexity, or we're going to go crazy in terms of complexity, but we are going to explain this, or I'm going to explain this in a way that is hopefully understandable to someone who is completely new to pretty much everything in terms of engineering, computer science, electronics, and so on and so forth. Useful updates and video overhauls. I think this is very important, and it's going to be important for me. So basically, if something radical changes, for example, building a computer, we're going to do an update. We are going to, or I'm going to rename the old video, archive it, so to say, and upload a new one where we are going to discuss and basically build the new version, so to say, of a PC, whatever is going to change. So we are basically going to try to stay up to date with this channel, and I'm trying to deliver content that is, well, not just relevant today or in the future, but it's going to be updated. Also, one of my big commitments is high quality video, audio, and content. This means I want to give you a good resolution in terms of video quality, good colors, so on and so forth. I want to have high quality audio, and I want to have high quality content. So unfortunately, you won't really get some big headlines and, well, you may get some big headlines, but not some sketchy headlines and some over-the-top stuff. So it's going to be quality content. This is something I'm committing myself to, and I hope you can trust me that I'm going to do this, because I think there are enough channels out there that are already covering the basics, but I want to go in depth, explain every little bit that is basically there. For that, it needs to be high quality content. Well, I don't think there's anything to add there, but you will hopefully see, if you continue to follow me and if you watch it in the future. Hopefully I have, or I definitely will have, admire. I will definitely follow these commitments through. Hopefully you will follow through with me as well. And the last part, no cutting or hiding of mistakes to give a true real-world experience representation. What I mean with this, the idea is basically to tell you every little bit. This includes the stuff that I'm doing wrong and the stuff that didn't really work out that great. It's not really difficult to do a lot of cutting and post-production. It's really, really easy, actually, with the amount of software out there, and it's not really that difficult, actually. But shooting a video without cutting really does put a lot of pressure on me, and also it gives you a lot of in-depth view into what we discussed, basically. And I prefer this. Some say, well, it doesn't really look high quality and the content isn't great because there's pretty much only a small amount of post-production in terms of cutting or, well, speeding things up. But I prefer to give you all little bit of detail I can get into this video, because I think sometimes when cutting things out, you're losing some of that content. For some people, this is very, very important, and for some people, they think those videos take way too long, they are way too complicated, and way too in-depth into every little bit. But again, I want to be pretty much in-depth with this complete channel. And this pretty much concludes our explanation and my commitments to you. And then we're going to do the what can you expect in terms of what we are going to do. I'm going to split this channel into two factions, so to say, the engineering part and the computer science part. It's going to be the same channel, but in terms of thinking what regions of science basically I want to follow, these are going to be the main things. Basically, here, engineering and computer science. There are going to be introduction videos to both parts, to both factions, but just so to let you know what we are going with, this is basically the small explanation. And the last part, what to expect for the future of this channel. Hopefully, it's going to be good in terms of view count increasing and so on and so forth, but I'm definitely not going to go crazy with any advertising placed into my videos. Honestly, I hate advertising, really, really, and I'm not going to do any advertising, but I think it depends on how much work this is going to take up, how much time this is going to take up, but preferably I'm going to keep any advertising in the future as small as possible. So no mid-roll ads, which I really hate, by the way, and definitely no normal ads, basically. So perhaps some sponsorships should this channel really go, I don't know, above and beyond what I'm expecting, but should that time come, for perhaps that, but no normal advertising that you often see. Because, again, I want to deliver content. I don't want to deliver some random stuff. Also, what you're going to be expecting is that this whole process is going to really take a while. Just making one video explaining one little bit is going to take a lot of time in terms of preparation, in terms of research. So this isn't going to be an afternoon show, basically. This is going to take a while to basically make all that content, and it's a slow process, but hopefully we are going to go through all the topics I'm planning to do, and hopefully you're interested in the topics I'm going to discuss, and well, we are going to discuss for that matter, and you're going to stick around to basically see the future for yourself. But I can tell you now that it's going to be a long future, and it's going to be hopefully an interesting future and an interesting path we are going to take here with this channel. And for me, it's a little bit of an experiment, but I guess we will see how everything turns out. So I guess this concludes the small explanation, even though this video already took a while. But I hope this gives you an idea of what we are going to do, or what I'm going to do with this channel, though you're also included, so I guess what we are going to do with this channel, for that matter. And I hope it is interesting enough for you to stick around, and in terms of schedule, how often the videos are going to be uploaded. Hopefully I can get a 10-day schedule in, so every 10 days a new video upload, but we're going to see how things turn out. And some topics are really difficult to research and really difficult to make high quality content for. So it's going to be something like not every 10 days is going to be a really crazy over the top video. So some days I may upload an episode of building a PC, building this or building that, and then we are going to mix a high theoretical topic again in there. So to give you a content supply that is, well, properly mixed, so that is going to be as dry as only theory, but also not just basically examples from practical standpoints. So, I guess until then, hopefully I see you in the next introduction video of the engineering part and the introduction video of the computer science part. So, until then.